So after that, you'll have to deal with this crab mini boss. He doesn't really do anything that's majorly going to kill you. He'll put a debuff on you, which you'll see later on in the last boss. And basically this debuff means that you just don't stand in water. Just don't stand in water. That simple. You'll have to deal with these little mobs a few times. There are a few groups of mobs after this. Basically, it's the same thing. Don't heal or buff or do anything unless the tank has pulled them all together and started attacking them. If you do heal or buff or do anything while they're pulling, you'll grab the aggro and you'll be fucked. So just wait until the tank has everything under control and you see them attacking. Yeah. So after the group of mobs are done, you'll be up to the last boss, which is Calivan. Yeah, Calivan. He's the last boss of the dungeon. It can be a little difficult at times, but for the most part, once you know how to do it, it's pretty easy. For this boss, he'll spawn water randomly throughout the battlefield, and you want to make sure you're not standing in this. Sometimes if any party member gets this debuff and they go in the water, and no one else can go in the water because it will deal damage and it will murder you. So your tank should be keeping the boss out of the water. If he's not, just don't stand in the water, let them die because water's bad. So occasionally he'll do these AoE circle things, and this is a part where it's really important for healers to really watch what's going on. After they attack, one person in the party will have a purple ring around them. Everyone in the party needs to go to that person and stand on them. And you also need to make sure that everyone in your party is healed as much as you can do. If you don't, then someone will probably die because you all need to tank the damage together. If you're a priest, do not pull the person with the purple out of the ring. If you do this, you'll cause a series of attacks afterwards, which will deal a lot of damage and can really fuck over your party. Occasionally people will get a purple debuff, and when they have this, you'll need to purify it as soon as possible, cleanse it, whatever. The reason for this is it deals a lot of damage over time, and if you don't get rid of it, they're gonna die. Occasionally, Calivan will jump backwards, and this will deal a lot of damage. So again, ideally, you want to stand to his side so you don't take the full front of his attacks, either front or back attacks. He doesn't really have any side attacks, so. One of the last things really to mention here is that he will occasionally call out someone's name, and he will do a lot, like a running attack towards them, like a charge attack, I think I should say, towards them. If this is you or anyone who's standing near you, you will need to get out of this, out of the range of this. He goes on a straight line, just get out of his line of attack. If you don't, you will just get murdered. This attack deals so much damage. You also need to watch out for the rest of your party members, and if they're getting hit by this, it can also cause a debuff, so you might have to heal and cleanse to make them all good again. That's about all there really is for this boss and for this dungeon. I hope this helps healers do the dungeon. I know this was really difficult for me in my first time learning how to do everything, so